Okay, I guess we can start. I'm doing the VTuber thing again today because I just also did not have time to get ready. Um, so it's a nice day out, so I had to like go and like do some outside stuff. So scrape the ice off my roof so it doesn't fall on me when I'm walking out the door. It'd be great. So since we're doing a writing stuff today, you might hear some keyboard ASMR also because my keyboard is right next to my mic. So I'm gonna. I'm just going to hope that the nature sounds aren't like gonna get super repetitive. We'll see. I'm trying to. So my whole thing is like I'm trying to get away from the music because I'm tired of fighting with YouTube over copyright shit. So, and Twitch too. So I'm like, if I just don't use music, they can't ding me for anything. So I might have to search for some better playlists, but I'm really hoping to get a playlist going with like no copyright. Like I could literally just go outside with a mic and like record my own nature sounds. But that's a lot of effort and requires time that I don't have. So, which actually I might do at some point someday because looking at some of the stuff on YouTube, apparently people really like nature sounds. So but for now this is just going to be the background in the stream, and if people like start to kind of get a little irritated by it or if it's too much, just let me know. Sorry, Preach. I know it's gonna be all naturey and shit. I have to figure out a way to make this like eventually I want to change my layout to make it like library themed. But that's gonna take effort. So I planned it. I purposely waited until you walked away. It's just how I roll. Um so here's the thing about NaNoWriMo. We're doing Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm gonna try to. So the one of the reasons I'm going to end stream early today, I'm probably gonna end it at about let's see, it's 4. I need to change my clock. God damn it. Like 6 or 7 maybe, because I want to sit down and do so. I have to first of all I have to work on the Sable's picture, and I want to be able to do that in a environment where I'm not distracted because it's going to take a lot of like brain power to do the sketch. Once I get like the sketch and everything done, I can start doing it on stream. It's just like the initial planning just drives me insane. I mean, I already kind of have the plan. I just need to like do shit. I don't know. But I also have to do so. I have so many plans right now. Oh, we've switched to the ocean already. Which I'm not gonna lie, I like the ocean sounds a lot better than like birds and streams and stuff. But that's probably because I grew up with bird or like all that shit.
Inconceivable!
Oh my god, what? Damien! Don't hate his mother. I mean, that's fair. Thank you for the sub, Damien! Hold on, I'm gonna sound distant because I'm grabbing something out of my bag. I made a shit ton of notes yesterday on, like, things I have to talk about. 29 months! 29 is a weird number, you know? Like, what's up with that? Oh, yeah. So I need to write up an announcement for the Discord tonight because I need to make an announcement about, one, NaNoWriMo, because we're doing Camp NaNoWriMo. And then, oh, I wanted to have a question about, like, what kind of tutorials people wanted. Like, a more specific one than... Like, I actually did like Moosk's suggestion about just doing, like, a beginning to finish on a picture, and I think I would like to do that. It's just, that's going to take a lot of planning and stuff. Tired. Oh, yeah, I get that. That tired life. I am tired as well. Oh, and I wanted to introduce, like, so actually I wanna put this out here just to get a feel for it, about doing, like, basically rewards for people that clip the top clips. Like, so if you clip something and you don't choose the tired life, it chooses you. I mean, you're not wrong. If you clip something in the stream and it gets... I'm trying to decide if I want to do it either the person that gets the most views or getting all of the clips over the month and then having a vote. Like, one of those two, I think. And then, like, the person that has the top clip of the month, like, gets a prize. Like, I'd like Discord Nitro or a sub to their favorite streamer or something like that. And then I also wanted to do one weekly, and then for the weekly one, whoever had the top stream for the week got, like, 1,000 of the loyalty points, like the derplets, to do whatever with. I am actually figuring out rewards for those too, because I will be adding rewards that you guys can redeem with the derplets. I'm actually thinking about doing the dog treats and moving those over to the like basically the gambling points instead of the stream points. And then I'm also thinking about, like, maybe having a redemption for, like, a 15-minute sketch or something like that, or, like, something if we're doing the like, if we have the free draw day, like, maybe people can redeem like a first in line or something, like I go next or whatever, for like 1,000,000 derplets or whatever. I don't know. I thought that would be I was like, I think that would be like maximum chaos there. Hi, Salties! But what kind of, like, what kind of rewards would you guys want for the dirt? Like, these are like the ones that I can control. They're the little derplets that you guys gamble with. Like, what kind of rewards would you want to see in that? I can't give out any of, like, the really good stuff because I would not have time to finish all the stuff on that, but... Oh, thank you. Oh, that's right. When we also have, oh, shoot. How many points? I was going to change the points on that. Because I was like, I don't stream as much as I did. Oh, crap. I can't do it. Oh. Well, I had 2 sections on Scrivener because I can see more information. So usually if I have, like, normally on the one on the left will be my outline, or actually it's usually where I'm working, like my main section where I'm working. Oh, hi Timmy! Why do I contribute when I can't even be there for half this? But it is a good cause. And you can always try to plan for, like, the big free art streamy days. So I like to have either the outline or the one that I'm working on, like my actual draft, on the left. And then, so, like, say I'm actually writing. Oh, you can put in 2 sections by this little thing at the top. So if you're on this section, I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but if you're, hold on, my thing is blocking it. So let me do this, because my chat's blocking it. So there's this little thing right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. That might be small. But there's, like, an up arrow, a down arrow, and then there's, like, this toggle. There's a toggle icon. If you press the toggle icon, it'll bring up the split pane. I think you can also do it somewhere else. Here. So if you go to View, Editor Layout, and then you can do either a no split. You can also split it horizontally, so you can have one on the top and one on the bottom. Or you can split it vertically. So.
Dix!
Oh my god, Dix. Hi, Damien! You contribute so I can make Kayla drum. No, please! What was I gonna... yeah, so I'm gonna have, like, a big thing. I'm actually going to have a call for... Okay, I'm gonna write that down. No, okay, listen. Stop. Okay, so I'll go over some of the stuff I just went over later for the people that came in late. But, so for NaNoWriMo, what I'm going to do is we have this story here that I was working on a really long time ago, like last year sometime. This is our light novel, basically. Did we lose an hour? We gained an hour of sleep, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, that's weird. No thank you, whoever you are. Where's Lucky? Lucky, you're supposed to be banning shit here. So for NaNoWriMo, next month, April, starting April 1st, you guys are going to be in charge of this story. No, it's okay, Damien, I got it. I'm not in, I'm not playing a game or drawing, so I'm right here in the chat, so you had to change to mod view. Can't you you can click on their name, right? You can click on their name, or are you on mobile? If you're on mobile, you might not be able to do it. But yeah, for April, we're going to be working on this story. And so what's basically going to be happening is that I'm going to let the chat decide on major plot points and decisions in the story. So basically, it's going to be kind of like a D&D campaign that everybody votes on. Oops. Okay. So yeah, so that's going to be what my project is this April. So I'll be writing the story and you guys get to make the decisions. And then when I'm done, I'm going to make illustrations for it. And then I don't know what I'll do with it after that. I guess, sci-fi. Well, this is already actually, fantasy. This is a high fantasy story. Yeah, this is the world of Ostoria. No, Ostriora is what it is. I thought there we go. So this is the map for Ostriora. The world that we will be playing in. So there's a bunch of places that we could go, and mentally, oh no. Yeah, it's basically like it's just gonna be like an anime light novel, basically. Like, there is like a loose plot that I had written before, and I guess I could probably write it out a little bit more. I guess I can simplify it a bit and see what happens. I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to follow that plot, to be honest, because I don't really trust chat. I don't know if you know this, but I don't trust y'all with my shit. Because you fuck it up. So, we're gonna see what happens. I'm sure it'll be an adventure, in any case. So, yeah, we've got, let's see if I can zoom in. How do I zoom in? How do zoom? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got like a bunch of stuff going on here. Fuck anything right now. Oh my god. Yeah, so we've got like just a whole bunch of fun stuff going on. There's like some legendary creatures. I'm sure I'll put some like a fantasy where the main character gets stuck in a heavy snow and a lady saves him. The main character is actually female. We already have the characters. That's the thing, is I've built this world. It has the characters, it has the places, everything is set up. There is a loose plot that we may or may not follow. So it's basically like I'll write for a bit. Like, actually, Tenki suggested that I write for like 10 minutes. Well, I mean, that's the thing. When I start writing, if people vote on it, then yeah, that'll happen. But we'd have to get here first is the thing. We don't start. Our starting point is actually where is our starting point? Yeah, I know. Plot? No. I think it's Rock Meadow Outpost or Daycrest. I think it was one of those that we start at. I can't remember. It might even be Summerfell. But anyway, regardless. So we have a starting point, and then I think what I'll do is I'll take Tanky's suggestion and write for 10 minutes, see where I'm at. If it's not, and then maybe like keep going. I don't think I have an underwater city. I have an air city. The Atmos Dominion is basically a empire that is in the air. There's also one that is Lucent Grotto is cavernous and underground. It's like got mushrooms and all that kind of stuff. The Whitelands is basically like the South Pole. Can you sing the final? I don't know. That's gonna be up to you guys, I guess. I think the closest that I have to an underwater city would be something in the Shaoling Deep. I don't know. I don't have anything in there yet, but Ring gets locked in a glass box and creates dark power. Let's see, what was... So, I do have a main premise that we will follow, because the characters do have to have, like, rules, basically. And I have all the characters here. Basically, one of the main characters is a dragon, and the other is a sorceress who was, I believe I have to reread it because it's been so long, but I think she was kidnapped, and the whole story is them like adventuring around trying to either outrun people that are trying to like kidnap the sorceress because there's like a war that's brewing, And like you meet a whole bunch of like other places and like stuff like that on your way. We do go like in the outline before I decided to make it a not a group project, but like before I decided that maybe the chat should make the decisions. Like basically you had to make your way to the Utmost Dominion for I think it was like transportation somewhere, and that was as far as I got in the plot, because I like to plot out my stories before I write them. So, will our main character be stepping on people? I mean, she's pretty, like, she's like a dragon knight, basically. Wait, what if for derps, one reward in the campaign could be Q dice roll for a random event, and then you spin a wheel consisting of small random, like, I mean, I guess I could do that, honestly. I would have to make a table, though. I would have to, like, make a D&D table, basically. I'm gonna put that on my thing to see. Actually, I might make... Hold on. I might make the rewards for April, like, entirely writing related. I want to see her trample an entire army. What is her... Yeah, so, like, the main character... Oh, that's right. So actually, there's two main characters, kind of. So there's the dragon, and then there's the sorceress. And basically what happened is the sorceress is contracted to serve the dragon knight. Or the other way around. I can't remember. I think the Dragon Knight was contracted to serve the sorceress just via via some unfortunate events, and she got she's now in servitude. So basically that's where the story starts, is that the characters are like the characters are already in that situation. So basically, the chat will... That was it, actually, now that it's coming back to me, because it's been like a year and a half since I touched this thing. So basically, the whole point of this novel was these two characters get a guy's put on them, basically. And so one character is bound to servitude for the other, and it's really inconvenient for both of them, so they're searching for a way to undo the spell. That was the that is the premise that we're going to be going with, and we're going to stick to that, and everything else in there is basically going to be up to chat. Like, one could be find some mushroom and you roll a 15 and it's like a nice tasting mushroom. Got healed 5 points. I mean, we could do like a random event per person. Or that you could do random dice roll, small event is twice per stream. Or actually, let's make it 3 times. 3 times per stream per person. And then the big event is 1 time per stream. You cannot have all the derplets. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So random dice roll is we'll do like 5k for the small one, 10k for the big one. You can exclamation point points is, I think, the... Yeah. Or, you know, there. Yeah, so I have to... I'm actually going to... I have to start editing this file to make it better. That's actually what I was planning on doing over the past little bit. Let's see. Hello, Nova! How are you doing? You might hear some keyboard ASR. ASR? ASMR. We're struggling today. Oh my god. Tell me why. What was I doing? We're doing good. We're planning our NaNoWriMo project. So that I have a Windows update. That's great. You gotta go. Oh god, please. Okay. Thank you, Nova. Let's see. I'll give you choice, water or coffee. I have both currently. Coffee always. All right. I guess I could do both though. Half and half. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'll take a drink of coffee and some water. Even though the coffee basically negates it. There will be no chugging. No. No, we did that one stream and I almost died. Okay. Drank the water. Thank you for the hydration. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, God. That is not what I want. Okay, hold on. Maybe we need to change this. Wait. Okay. Gotta get another Owen. Oh my god, why? No, please stop. Actually, well, that wasn't VC. That wasn't even. That was like after stream when we were talking about stuff. Her name's Sari? Oh, it was Sari, not... Okay. Sari... How do I word this? Vidya is under a spell of servitude to Sari. And they must both agree to nullify this spell. Okay. I got it. But if you have another own moment now, we can clip it, post it to YouTube and TikTok. No. Oh, speaking of which, for the people that missed it, eventually, so soon, I don't know when exactly, but I think I'm going to implement a, basically a reward system for the clips. So basically, if you get a clip, like, if you take a clip, and I haven't decided if I want to do it by views or votes, but basically the top clip of the month will get something like maybe like Discord Nitro or like a sub to your favorite streamer or something like that. And then the top clips of the week get like the derp points basically. So I haven't figured out how to implement it yet or when, or if we want to do voting by views of the clip or collecting the clips after a week and then voting on them. So I might put that to a community vote to see what people think. Free labor. Free labor my ass. What are you doing? What labor are you doing? What am I making you do? Besides, if that's the case, it's our free labor, comrade. So I had like, what, a 1,500 word outline for this too. And I'm like, I might I might boil it down to points. To like, just like the gist of things as opposed to... Which, I mean, I kind of already did, but... I kind of want to see, like, how, like, I told Tenki, like, I might do 2 versions. I might do, like, the chat version of this story, and then I can do my version of the story. Which I don't know. Actually, I guess I could do that. Hold on. Oh, you're not letting me. Votes would be better if it's community oriented, but if someone had clipped something that goes more viral, yeah, that's fair. Like I would actually just do it as like if you get over so many views, you get an extra, like an extra thing. I don't know, an extra prize. I don't know what the extra prize would be, but duplicate. It will not for me. Oh no, Nova. Are you sure you want that one? Is this what you really want, Nova? Okay. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Like the good old days. Wait, is this Beastly on a new account? Okay, I'm gonna time you out. Goodbye. Okay, you'll be back in 10 minutes, I think, is the thingy thing. But I was joking, by the way. No, because I'm not gonna lie, whenever I have to be really careful whenever I'm doing the timeout, because I'm like, what if I accidentally ban? I would feel so horrible if I accidentally banned someone while I'm trying to, like, do the timeout. I forgot. Oh, I was trying to duplicate this thing. Okay, hold on. I don't know why it won't let me duplicate this stupid draft thing, but like... folder, I guess. Twitch draft. Okay. Can make this purple, I think. Nope. Oh god, I'm yawning again. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've looked at any of these. Well, it's because I had, like, breakfast a while. Well, it was more like lunch, because I ate it at, like, 1:30 or 2. But I ate, like, eggs and stuff, and now I'm, like, sleepy because of it. I'm gonna have to, like, take a while and, like, sit here and just really go through this. He had beef stroganoff for breakfast. I mean, I had like eggs and hash browns and stuff. It was just late. Because I don't like eat. I don't eat in the morning because I can't. Like, I just. Breakfast kind of makes me feel icky in the morning. So I just eat a really, like, late lunch. Okay. I don't remember. Still sorted. Random rice? No. I'll have to think about like when, because I really do want to put certain things to a vote. So I think when we get to like maybe choices, like when the when a main character has to make a choice. We could also do when there's a crossroads decision. By the way, this is what I mean when coffee doesn't do anything for me, because I have like a huge cup. Like, it's actually like a small thermos full of coffee, and I have drank it all almost, and it's done nothing for me. Still sleepy as fuck. And my coffee's strong too. You shush, Sam. Jamie, be quiet. You might hear the dogs bark because my brother is been doing stuff outside. Oh, stop, dogs. Doggies, why? The banishing. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So random dice rolls are random. Is it pre-labor though? Oh God, why? Ugh. It's like so nice and sunny. It's like beautiful outside. Like there's snow everywhere and it's all melting. My dog got stuck in it earlier. You know what, Moose? Shush. Also, did Tanky decide? Oh, it's Sunday. Shit. I was like, where's Tanky? But Tanky do things on Sunday. Should have. I mean, not quite so aggressively, but yes. I don't actually think I've called Moosk like frog ever. No, I think I'm okay, actually. understand those at the top of the capitalist system have open contempt for those of us at the bottom. Oh man, if you think I'm at the top of the capitalist system, I have some bad news for you. Oh, okay. Dice rolls are random. Can be redeemed whenever. Small event is usable twice per person per stream. Costs 5K per. Oop. So I might work on this for a little bit, and then I might work on the other story that I'm doing that I always just don't end up working on because I don't know what I'm doing with it. I should show you guys I have like a folder, I have a folder that has folders within folders of stories planned. Like, I always start things, and then I get to a point where I'm just like, no, I'm done, and then I just abandon it. Actually, let's do twice per stream. Plus 10K. Oh, no. 10K derplets. Actually, I might have to take a look at people's derps eventually to see if I need to adjust these prices. I may, like, depending on... so always own the derp. I'll have to think about these ones. Because I'll have to figure... Because, like, large events, I think, would be fun. But also, like... It could be fun to have a cataclysmic event at some point. I don't know who, what, when, where, or why, but... Yeah, for the next free art draw day, I might actually... lower the points needed for it. Let's see. I think this is going to be like the planning. Yeah, and this is the contributions here will be for the Twitch free art stream. So tomorrow and the day after, I'm likely going to be working on commissions and stuff on YouTube, so... And the next free art stream isn't until the 20... okay, hold on, shit. What did I do? I think I had it for the 27th or 28th was for the next free art day thing. Also, I think I will have a thing where I there are limitations. It must be plausible. So, like, if we're just, like, over here chilling in this town, you can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna go just jump in this cup and there's gonna be, like, a secret society in here. It's like, no, that doesn't, you have to conform to the rules of the world. Actually, this is a note for me. Change layout to add notes on sidebar. So I think when we're doing this, I will have, like, my layout will probably be something like, if I have it on here, on this one, I think I'm going to make it so that this will be like this, possibly. I may have to move the chat, actually. The day that the Gamba bot looks down upon your frivolous spending is the day you see the pit below. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out a layout for this so that it's, like, not... I might take the chat away during April. I might also make the my PNG KO a little smaller. And then that should be okay, I think. And then have, like, something on the left-hand side. You thief eyes. I only end up spending on giving y'all derps when you run out. I do thief thy chatters. No. I'm just gonna remove the chat from the stream. Or make it, like, I want to make it smaller, but if I make it any smaller, I can't work with that. I mean, like, I can't, like, you guys can't see it. But I want to use this overlay. Like, this is the overlay that I want to use, and I might put the chat somewhere. Like, I might put it over where the picture is. I'm not sure yet. So, and then, because I really want to do, like, notes, like, story notes where the commission area info is. Forever in the beastly realm. I could just put the chat emote only. You can only speak in emotes. Can you gamble in emote only mode? I don't think you can. Let's test it. Gamble. No gambles. Actually, it would be really funny to have an emote only stream in April. I turned it off already, Moosk. Too late. It no do the gamble because you can only do the emotes. Hi Nova, welcome back. So many no's. So sassy, chat. You thief us and take away our only words, jail. I didn't say I was going to thief the chat. I said I might take it away because I need to make room for stuff. I never said it would be permanent. I'm just saying for April. You half returneth. I guess this is more like a April planning. So I need to put a thing up in the Discord for plans. For plans and stuffs. Those at the top of the capitalist empire do not understand the blight of his plans. Excuse you. Okay, we've got one more hour, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream. Thank you for the moisturize. Because I gotta start work on a bunch of stuff. I have so much work to do. I have to figure out how we're going to do votes as well. Like, do people in the chat then give suggestions and then we vote on those? Or should I be like, you have 4 choices, which one? Like... Because I kind of want interesting things to happen. Like, purposely, I want to be able to veer off course if that is going to be super interesting. But I don't want to make it, like, absurd, you know? So I kind of have to figure out how this system is going to be. Oh, it's so bright. Okay, maybe not that one. Okay, how will voting... Hear me out. Choose, like, several choices from chat. Have us vote on 2 to 4, and then vote from there. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I just feel... I just don't want people to... Well, actually, that could work, because then I could kind of filter out, like, the more ridiculous ones. So, which means if you want your choice to be heard, don't get super ridiculous with it. Unless it's plausibly ridiculous. If it's ridiculous, but it's like within the realm of the situation and the characters' personalities, then that might be grounds for being ridiculous. I think it'll probably be... So we vote on 4 choices. I think 4 is a pretty good number. Actually, we'll do 5. We'll do 5. I'm on a max of 5 choices. Okay, so we'll vote on a max of 5 choices given from chat. But what about 6 choices? Nah, 5 is a good number. 5 is a good number. Four was a good number, but 5 was a better number. 6 is too much of a number. Do not limit the freedoms of the chat. They were hard fought for. No, they weren't. This is a communism, not a democracy. Remember, you didn't fight for you didn't fight for anything. There are choices, comrade. We don't like 6. 6 is too numbery. Yes, 6 is too numbery. Help! I just watched a case cooking. Jesus. More longer. I mean, yeah, I can relate. Yeah, yeah. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me... We had to overthrow the old PC that went all smolder on us. Did you, though? Did you? Actually... No, like, I wanted to do, like, a cataclysmic event that could be really interesting, but, like, I don't know how I would implement that at all. According to my Discord ranks, no, but my pocketbook says otherwise. It remembers. You mean, I wouldn't go that far necessarily, but like having like an earthquake happen, or if we're in the Whitelands, a giant avalanche coming down and or, you know, something like that. Like, I'm not saying I'm opposed to the collapse of the flying city, but you guys have to choose a way that would be logical to the story and the characters, because they're technically your only way of transport on this chasm, like, without having to go to the very top, or the very top or the very bottom. So, like, you have to figure out why you would even want the fall of the flying city. You can't just go and be like, that city's going down. That's not, you can't do that. That's not gonna happen. What's to turn us into dinosaurs? So fossil fuels? I mean, if you can become the gasoline in my four-wheeler, sure. Yes, please become dinosaurs and fuel my... Perhaps we just want the chasm to finally be filled for once. Hey, I mean, this chasm has quite a bit of filling. Grave Barrow, you've got the Lucid Grotto, you've got the Butterfly Cascades. Why would you want to get rid of those beautiful, beautiful waterfalls? Or can I read all the background? I can... how can... I might be able to export it, actually, and make it downloadable. It's definitely not done. It's super jumbled, but, because I know a lot of you do not have Scrivener, but I could probably put it in the Discord, for download if people want to read over it. Because, like, if I remember, I don't think that this... left there. But what if all chat simultaneously agree to take... I mean, that doesn't matter if it... Like, The big thing is it must be plausible and must conform to the rules of the world. So if in the event that people are like, hey, we want to do this thing, cool, figure out how the fuck you're gonna do it. Like, you have to I have to remember, you have these two characters that have this they have a mission. Basically, these characters have a mission. They want to nullify a spell that keeps one of them in servitude. So blowing up the city of your only method of transport to the other side of the chasm might not be the best course of action. The goddess of chaos smiles upon us and decides to fill the chasm in all the best ways. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna put down a few key rules. Like, I'll have more. I definitely will have more, but a Daenerys setting things aflame mood will set in. I've never seen Game of Thrones, by the way, so that that doesn't work for me. Patience of your choices. You saw the first episode and the last? Oh no. Yeah, I haven't seen any. I have there's enough characters and that I'm unfamiliar with that I don't even really have spoilers. I know, because it doesn't help that they're like, hey, this person dies, and it's like, I mean, a lot of people die, so it doesn't help me. So I have seen the spoilers, but I am not spoilered because I have no context, so. Which is just fine for me. I do not want spoilers. Please don't spoiler me. I do not want the spoilers. I will have some more, like, some more rules and stuff, basically. Chance? No, change. Jesus. Okay. Limitations of your choices. Must be plausible. Must conform to the rules of the world. Must take into, like, world and, oh my god. And take into account character motivations. No. Like loopholes are fine. Like, I have no problem. Like, if you want to burn the world, that's cool. Like, this is your version of the story. I'm just writing it because I'm gonna have my own draft. Like, my draft is here. My draft is at the top. We're both working from the same world and the same restrictions. It's just that you guys are gonna have, like, 10 to 15 of you yelling out and wanting different things. I just want to make it so that it does read okay. Like, not read okay, but it's not like, I want it to be an enjoyable read for someone that comes in and is like, what is this? And they're not just like, why is this, what is this plot hole? These aren't the rules of the world that were explained. You know, I don't want it to be something that is, like, not an enjoyable read. I want the chaos, but I want the chaos to be logical with the rules of the world. I would like to roll 20 for a god beyond this world to come down and bend some physics and break some rules for us. No. Actually, we have gods in this world. We have 5 of them, I believe. Hold on. No. I want the chaos. I just don't want chaos that isn't... I don't want chaos that is, like, illogical, like not illogical, but like yeah, illogical. I don't want chaos that like doesn't make sense in the world. I don't want that kind of chaos. I'm not gonna say that you can't have a god come from another world and break shit, because there is a character in here who comes from another world. Her name is Isekai. Like, literally, we were like, yeah, we're gonna be done with this. Wait, where is she? Yeah, Isekai. She's a wild cat dragon knight. Died at sea. Okay, here we go. Isekai, wild cat dragon knight. Died at sea. She can't swim. She used to be an air pirate. Well, she used to be an air pirate and went down with her ship. Female. She's a buff, pugilist, wildcat girl dragon. She's the caracal, the caracal cat. She's got like those ear tips and a short bobbed dragon tail, and she's fluffy. She uses battle gauntlets. Her eye color is bright yellow and green. Wears an eye patch. Under the eye patch, her left eye shoots laser beams. She's a bomb specialist and figured out a way to harness dragon power for bomb powers. She's bubbly and happy-go-lucky, a little smug, but always willing to help to be of service. Just check your purse on the way out. A bit of a schemer, uses her wiles to get ahead in life. Paints paw marks or cat faces with caracal cat tips or ear tips on all her bombs. So this is the character that is all the chaos. That's where all the chaos is going to come from. She doesn't come until later in the story, planned though, because she will be, and I will put it on the map at some point, because I do believe that she is on one of the ships that is from the Atmos Dominion. So she is in one of the ships that goes like back and forth in here. So. And then one day, because everyone voted for it, all the clothes of the world disappeared for... No, that would not happen, actually. That definitely would not happen. God damn it. There was a... There was a thing with the gods and goddesses, but now I don't know where it is. That only happens in the Patreon portion of the story. You might hear some barking because my free labor. No. I love my notes. Like, my notes are slightly ridiculous. I'm gonna make these bigger so that you can see and read. I don't know why I do this. Anyway. Oh, that's right. We had two of the goddesses did not have names. So actually, I'm not even gonna do, like, we're gonna crowdsource the names of the goddesses too, because why not? Damn it, I need Tanky here, because Tanky was helping with all of these ideas. Next playlist. Oh, I don't want this one. This one's just American. Wait, why is that a thing? That was not what I wanted. That's weird. POV drowning. That wasn't even on my playlist. I don't even know where that came from, I'll be honest. But now we get turn this down a little. Now we get thunderstorms. So hopefully none of you like ever really sleeped thunder. I love the sound. I'm actually super excited for spring because I love sleeping with my window open and like hearing all the rain. We get some pretty intense thunderstorms here in the spring. Well, it's like the summer mostly, but it's like so nice though. What time is it? I'm probably gonna have to go back over the magic system because I don't even remember. I don't even remember how anything went. Um, yeah, and that's the thing with the story is like you have this premise to follow that like one of the characters is under the spell of servitude from the other, and they're trying to find a way to nullify the spell. Like that is the setup that you have to follow because that is like what happened previously. That's in the past. Where we're going to be starting is like they're already in this situation and they've been living together for a little bit, like it was like a month or something they've been in this situation and they're trying to find solutions to it. So I'll probably write actually hold on. Right. Oops. For story setup. I mean, yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. But so there's the one of the reasons that they have to get it undone is because one of the characters, like they can't be within like they can't be apart basically. Like if they reach a certain distance, the other one is like magically transported to the other one basically. So I can't remember how long it's like this is all my note stuff. Yeah. So these were like plots and subplots and arcs and stuff. Like I'm still gonna keep all this because I'm still gonna write my version of the story. But I might actually like make two of these folders and do one for the chat and then one for me. And then that way I'll just have the chat will be much more simplified is as to like the setup and stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, so the main series plot arc is Vivia and Sari make an agreement, accidentally using a powerful artifact, and must search for a way to undo the spell. Shenanigans happen. And so when we were plotting this, we kind of wanted conflicting feelings to derive from the pact. Like, basically, they spend so much time together and they go through so much stuff. We kind of wanted like a little bit of a romance to like crop up, and then like kind of deal with some of like the is it real? Is it not real? Is it part of the pact? It is a lifestyle some people choose. We shouldn't judge them for their personal choices that hurt no one else. Can we make the accidental deal be? Oh, it's already well. So I actually have that written down. So the pact between the two main characters, and there is going to be another one in my version. Whether that happens with you guys is I always love these sort of stories where it's like the biggest problem ever and it was just caused by... no, literally, that's what it is. No, that's literally it. And I'll get to there in a second. So the blood pact, quote-unquote blood pact, so Vivia must obey the commands of Sari, the master. There's forced teleportation because there's a range limit. Vivia must protect her commands even to the death. Vivia cannot harm others or herself without permission. They have consensual telepathy, and orders must be communicated. Like, they can't just be like I feel like you should do this, and then, you know, they have to be like said or telepathically communicated. I think it must be orally communicated was the and then there's another pact that actually happens. Would you kindly? Oh no. Yeah, fulfillment of the terms of service is the way to break the spell, basically. But I mean, we'll see what happens with your guys' story. So the backstory that led up to all of this is the sorceress was with a small group of her peers and an instructor. The Dragon Knight was with an elite noble she was hired to protect. Imagine, excuse me, I worked this hard and now you're going to make me cook when we get back home. I'm going to actually force you to work. Okay, hold on. It's not quite like that, but okay. They had both been sold information about a newly discovered ruin. The sorceress branches off from the school group, and the Dragon Knight is cut off from a royal because of a fight with some creature. I hadn't thought about what it was. Dragon Knight, yes, Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight and the sorceress end up meeting in a large chamber with a platform in the center that holds the amulet. The Dragon Knight is named Vivia. The Dragon Knight is named Vivia, and the sorceress is Sari, by the way. So Sari grabs the good shit TM, which is just, we needed to find out a name for the amulet and didn't. As the knight, this is a good way, if you're writing something and you don't have names for what you're writing, just put in some things, like some silly shit that you'll go back and fix later. So as the knight protests and enemies fill the room, they both fight and eventually end up bloody and tired. And that's how they get into the blood gaze. Dragon Knight grabs the amulet and she's bloody, so that's her blood, and tells Sari that she's taking it while Sari is still holding it. So they're basically grabbed onto it at the same time, and there's blood on both of them. Their own blood on both of them. The Dragon Knight has a slice on her cheek, and the sorceress has a slice on her hand. And then there's like, I was trying to figure out like some way to basically have like sarcasm be the downfall of them. So me and Tanky were thinking, and it says, "Hand it over before I make you my bitch." It says, "No, you're my bitch." By Dragon's honor, I am. And then the dragon and sorceress have a very strained relationship. And basically that activates the guys, and then they're both like stuck together. Oh, puppies get bones. Puppies. The dragon and sorceress have a very strained relationship at first, but the sorceress bosses the dragon around. Since they are now unable to be separated, the sorceress grows in her magic renown, blah blah blah, and stuff. That's not important. Come here, puppies. Hold on, let's see if I can get some crunching noises here. Can you see him? Come here, Savannah. Come here, Savannah. Dum, 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 dum. I don't know how much doggy ASMR that was, since I couldn't hear it, but... Doggies keep... Sam is still looking at me like, where's the more? So yeah, basically, like they're stuck together just because they decided to have a squabble over an amulet that neither of them knew what it did. So, let's see. Oops. I think really I will probably take half of this and write it out a little more to the point. How would you guys want a Google Doc of this? Like of just like the basic points of it? Or would you want something else? Like another way to like cuz I could do either like a Discord channel, I could do a Google Doc, like I could do whatever to try to get like a readable cheat sheet, I guess would be what it is. And I would just do the cheat sheet for the plot, not necessarily the world building. Would work for just about everyone, so it can in theory be shared to peeps outside the Discord. Yep, exactly. Yeah, and that way you guys can like play with it a little bit when like you're off stream. If you're like, hey, I'm gonna go in here and see if we can like do whatever, and then I can also update it with like key sentences like when we're like as we're writing. Like maybe every once in a while I'll be like, well, this thing happened, so this is where we are in the plot. Google Doc cheat sheet for the plot. And yeah, like if you want to get anybody else to come in here and like participate, like I'm all for it. Like this is meant to be like a group story writing project, basically. So like anybody that wants to come in and like participate on voting for like major plot points or like ideas for stuff that are plausible and make sense. Like I'll be that DM that is like, if you can plausibly argue why this should happen and have it make sense, I'll allow it. Like if you can talk me into the reason why something should be like something should be submitted, I will see if we can do that. And then I actually, once I get a chapter done, I can probably upload it to... I don't know, where, like, should I just upload it to Google Docs, or should I put it somewhere like Wattpad or DeviantArt, or, like, where would you guys prefer to read the story? I have to figure out what I would put on the sidebar. Actually, I might have chat replaces art. God, what is it called? Scroll. I noticed some sort of white food. Huh? What is that? A boiled egg! Oh my god! What is this questionable food here? Let me eat it and find out. Actually, I guess maybe I'll just do a Google Doc for story. And then I can just put Google Doc links in timer and Streamlabs. Shorten that link. So maybe I'll do that, and I'll make it so that people can read the story in Google Docs. And then, let's see, what else? Let me do this, actually. Still here, just because it's okay. We're just planning. This up here. Suggestions. You're just thinking of ways to fill the great gaping chasm. I don't. But why? Why do you want to? Like, why are you taking down? Why are you taking down the Air City? Like, what? Why? What is your? Why can't you do something like, go toss? Oh, my Scrivener is like. Sorry, Mom is the only one who can make it without. I mean, some people are just like that, you know? Like, why can't you guys, like, sabotage Starhold or, like, something? I don't know. Go burn this tree down. I don't know. The best things for chasms is monsters. I have no reason for anything. I just believe some holes deserve to be filled once. But actually, like, it's already filled with water. Like, this goes into here, and it's like a lake under here, basically. Like, the Lucent Grotto is actually under the like, the chasm. I just didn't have a way to, like, put things layered, really. But these are, like, floating islands, too. So this is, like, one big floating island in the sky. Via magic. lakes have monsters too? Why would you tell me I can turn it into a big giant splash zone? Well, because I don't actually know if it's floating in the air or if this is just some giant thing that comes out of the ground. Like, I hadn't decided. I just knew that this was in the air high and had a lot of cascades. So, I guess that's gonna have to be something we'll have to see when we get there. In my personal experience, floating land masses are usually filled with assholes and need to be taken down. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm also saying why, like, your character has no reason to, basically disrupt the entire economy of the world for no reason. Because this right here is the only way that people can get from this side of the chasm to this side. So, taking it down kind of seems like you're gonna fuck over lots of people here. You will find all the reasons. Okay, alright. What if the chasm is also a great geyser and the steam keeps the island afloat? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Is it? Is that how it is? I literally haven't gotten that far. I have no idea how this is propelled. Actually, let me see if I have the Atmos Dominion is a single trade hub with a few airships that ferry mercantile from one side of the chasm to the other. I don't think I got very much further than that, although I do know that I think the elves live there. Let me... I think it's elves and fairies that live in the, like, predominantly elves and fairies that live in the Atmos Dominion up here. I have notes. I do have notes. I just don't know. So basically it's a trade hub. They have all the mercantile. Like, oh, Monster Girl shall reign supreme. I mean, Arcane Jinx shooting the place moment. God, why? That's not it. That's not it. Nope. 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 Get this. I haven't even seen the first season of Arcane. Now I have a legitimate reason to bring the city down. I mean, yeah, but if you bring the city down, then you starve the rest of your monster girls. So is bringing down the elves worth the starvation of your monster girls? I really want to draw the goddesses because they're going to be like very boobalicious and I'm excited. All the boba. We will just eat the elves, problem solved. Let's see. Yeah, fairies live in the Atmos Dominion. Fae are one of the goddesses' chosen children. Elves that didn't want to interbreed in the main world came to the Atmos Dominion. Elves are also one of the goddesses' chosen children. Oh, they have a giant zoo filled with extinct and exotic animals up there. Oh, that's right. So the Lush is the area under the Atmos Dominion. That's like the, that was this place, Lucent Grotto. Actually, I think the whole underneath of the center. So like the Atmos Dominion is like in the sky, and then there's like this surface of the chasm which has all of these places that like go into it, and then there's the underneath which has like Grave Barrow, and it has Lucent Grotto, and it's known as the Lush. Yep, it has its own light source, which is like bioluminescence. It's very warm and moist. So lots of fungi, algae, moss, that kind of stuff. Lots of vegetation. Crystal ponies, I am excited to write about. Yeah, so the crystal ponies have crystals coming out of their bodies on either side of their back. Bioluminescent ponies, so My Little Ponies that glow in the dark. And underneath are shores of water that shimmer from incandescent creatures. So, like, you see those videos of people on, like, the beach shores that, like, walk through, like, the bioluminescent stuff. Like, I think of that, but, like, it's, like, underground. It's, like, in these giant underground lakes. So, I'm actually super excited to explore the Lush. Because I have this, like, magic out. Yeah, exactly. I haven't really done much planning or plotting with it, so it's pretty much in the air. Is this place on Earth a planet? It is not. It's a place. It's a place on Earth that exists in my head. So, I mean, it is kind of a place on Earth, just not directly. So, hi, book. Okay. Do you remember that one story that we were working on a really long time ago with the two main characters that were both female, and the one was a dragon and the other was a sorceress? And they were gay. They were pretty gay. We're gonna be doing that for NaNoWriMo, and everybody is gonna help me write it. The one with the flying city that was good, and Damien keeps wanting to take down the flying city in the middle of the map. Let's see. So this is what it looks like zoomed out. Very zoomed out. Pretty gay indeed. You guys haven't even gotten that far. Like, let's get there first. Yeah. Well, this was the map for that. The two main characters are a dragon knight and a sorceress. Who got basically the dragon knight, like, is under a, like, they're basically, it's a spell of servitude is basically what it is. So, but the thing is, chat is going to make the major decisions in the story. So if we get to a crossroad, chat gets to decide where we go in the story, but it also gets to they also get to decide like, choices of the character. I'm putting basically all the choices in the story up to chat for a vote when I come to them, and then I do the rest of the writing. So chat gets to basically do the fun parts of writing a story. You're free labor? Okay. Where were we? Actually, no, I'm gonna keep that one, I will keep her Gura. But we do have two goddesses that we have to name, so. I have a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, we're gonna have I'm gonna make a Google Doc. I can't allow you to take down the flying city. My dog lives there. Yep, I mean, there's gonna be some pretty sexy little elves in there, so I mean, it's, if you want to take it down, that's your call, but you know, elves are kind of hot, so. So let's see, on my to-do list, what is the to-do list? The map over here. So I'm gonna have to make a Google Doc cheat sheet for the plot, and I might also put some character bios and brief world building. History. Oh yeah, there's, so I haven't worked with the magic system yet, which I not gonna lie, magic systems are some of my favorite to play with and create and stuff. I love doing magic systems, but I haven't touched this one. The only thing that I really know so far is that there are 3 goddesses that the magic comes from the goddesses basically. I don't know how, and I don't know if I want to address it. I might just leave that one of those really vague, because like normally when I do magic systems I go all out and I plan it down to the minute, like where did these gods come from, how did the magic come from them, how does everything work, and I have like huge like I go overboard with the magic planning. And I might not do that here. I might leave it pretty vague. I do know that the... Let's see. Let's see if I can... Maybe... Okay, yeah, there's like... The children of the goddesses can call the magic at will and often have secondary traits associated with their magical heritage. So basically, there's certain races that are directly, the goddesses were like, we choose you, you have all the power and the privilege and the whatnots. And there are different kinds of magic usage, like there are those who have the innate ability to access magic, and then there are those who have to do it from like studying, and like it's basically like the difference between sorcerers and wizards. Like one of them has to carry around a big book, and the other is like basically has it tattooed on their soul. So like so that'll probably be something that we can work with too, because it's so very like I have a general idea and structure of this world, but like the details haven't been ironed out, so this might actually be the perfect world for people to kind of like come in here and I guess just kind of play around and be like, hey, well, we have to make this decision because this isn't made yet. So I feel like there's a lot of leeway for like interaction with like the world basically, because like I also want to do like I want to make creatures. Like there's giant desert cats that do things, and then there's like fairies and elves and bioluminescent ponies. I'm so excited for those, I'm not gonna lie. Gura's kite, which is a giant bird with 4 legs. Like just stuff like the Gura's kite is actually, I think, like a giant boss creature equivalent. So I do have some noteworthy like creatures. Like there's the sunset ghostfish. I just put it in there because why not? I don't know, there's no description. I don't know what it is. I just know that there is a sunset ghostfish. This hasn't even been named. There's probably a monster lurking in here. There's the Radiant Grove. So there's like, we have to build this world and create things in here. Rotstone Grove, there's like things in there, I'm sure. The Burning Abyss, which is just a pit in the ground. So we have a lot to play with. I'm gonna need a frog with lust magics to be canonically accurate in this world. I mean, I'm not saying you can't. It would probably live here, probably in the Bog of the Ravenous, actually. That would probably make sense, huh? So, I mean, if we ever get there, sure, you can make your frog. But we have to get there, and then we have to decide on that. So... Because, like, I'm basically, as we go through this world, I will be adding notes. Like, I'm going to be adding notes and filling all of this shit up. Like, all of these colored thingies here are going to be filled up. So, because we have to describe the elves more. And the fairies. Oh yeah, mixed blood. Like, if a fairy has a child with a dragon, it's a fae folk instead of a fairy. So, I have done the dragons mostly. Like, the dragons have, like, actual family lines. And, um, these are, like, their powers, and I had, like, a thing for how they do their powers. And they also age differently than, like, the others. So, I don't know. Lots and lots and lots of notes. Sounds like Kale plans to be spreading a lot of genetic materials all over the realm. I mean, to be fair, this has to be a Twitch-safe story, so... Query, do you have an idea of the magic level, since is the magic abundant or scarce? It's probably somewhere in the middle, I'll be honest. Like, I wouldn't say that every single person can have magic, but I would say that it's probably fairly common. Actually, there is a part where, one of the, I can't remember which one it is right now, but one of the, places basically is kidnapping mages and keeping them. I can't remember why. Good enough prepared to face my wars watchers. The sexy elves are just gonna need to live in the ground. Oh my god. Yeah, I would say that the magic is, what did I say? I actually have it in here. Magic comes from the goddesses, and the goddesses made 3 children, basically. So dragons, elves, and fairies are the chosen children of the goddesses, basically. So they predominantly have the most magic and the most power. And then other races probably can learn, but they have to do it the hard way. Like, I think that, like, these 3 have innate abilities towards magic, and everybody else, if they are not of this blood or don't have a little bit of it, they have to, like, basically do it the wizard way and sit there and, like, go to school and learn it and shit like that. So you're gonna have to fight washers and Mia. We are on the same side of this issue. Why is this even an issue? What do you, okay, but, like, what if the elves are super sexy and want to save the world? Because we haven't even met the elves. We don't even know their I'm actually going to probably take this plot and, like, chuck it, because we're going to start with the main premise, which is that they are under the spell and they must find a way to nullify it. So, actually, I think I have an idea of how I'm going to do this. Okay, hold on. Alright. And why do they live above the rest of us plebs with hard magics? Spread the magical love. I mean, hey, who wouldn't want to live in a magic flying frickin' domain with, like, tons of waterfalls and, like, jungle beauty and, like, you know, why would I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, why not? Maybe they built the airship first. But a swamp. You keep your swamp. I want my mysterious fog fox. That's most certainly arrow. If we get the, here's the thing. If you have an idea for a creature or whatever, you keep that in your mind, because you don't know when we don't know where we're going. We have no idea where we're going because nobody has started the journey yet. So, and I'm gonna make an announcement in the chat for it and, like, in some other places. So, So you guys better get to it. Like, if you have, I'll probably try to do the Google Doc tomorrow or the next day, because today I'm going to be busy with the picture, but already planning to murder all our characters to get... No, you don't get to make your own character. Like, these are the characters that are here. We already have our characters established. I mean, we might pick up some other characters later, but we have 2 main characters. These are the main characters here. So, I mean, you get to make creatures or whatever. Like, you could, like, if here's the thing, if we're gonna make another character, that's also going to be chat voted on. So yeah, if we run into another character and that character becomes canon, it gets voted on. So I'm just gonna make a deal with you. You help me protect the sexy elves, and I will help make you a magical Lucy's open all the way. Oh my god, you guys. You got an idea? Oh no. Actually, hold on a second. Let me do a thing really quick. I wanted to oh, cool. I have to make sure that this is Twitch safe. So this was, I have not anywhere near finished it, but this was like one of the really quick sketches that I did. I have to fix it because I have to like fix her. This is Vivia. Vivia is, and actually I think Faye did some fan art of Vivia already. When I was doing this, Faye was like, I love this idea, I'm drawing her. But so like basically she's an ice dragon and has all of these crystals, or like a crystal. Maybe she's a blue sapphire dragon, actually. So, but we have 2 main characters. There's Vivia and there's Sari. And Sari is like a, like just a human, basically. You're clearly being super helpful and not at all distracting, which is why... No, actually, I have gotten a lot done. Like, I have been pointed in the right direction, so I actually have way more than what I started with. It doesn't seem like I do, but I do. I sign nothing until I see how much trouble I can ravage the world with. No, I mean, like, she's human as opposed to the other, like a fairy or elf or dragon, you know. Because we have, like, all of these other, they're called foundling races. So we've got humans and dwarves. I don't think I don't remember if the dwarves are in this anymore. Yeah, so dwarves, or the dwelves live up north in the mountains of the desert. The dwarves interbred with elves so much that they became dwelves, basically. Demons are very small and lithe, large dark eyes, pale skin. I think they live in the center of the, like in the underground, the lush area. And then there's fae folk, which use glamour rather than real power. And they have an inability to shift between human form. So there used to be dwarves, but dwarves got a little frisky with them elves, and those elves, I guess, were just a dominant gene. So. Just don't kill my dog. Let's see. So the elves genocided the dwarf. It's more like, I would say it's less of a genocide and just that, like, they got bred out, you know? I don't think it was intentional. I mean, clearly there was no beef if they were getting it on so much that the dwarves freaking were able to be, like, slowly bred out. Post-dwarfism. Well, and the dwarves in my mind weren't like your typical short with beards and blah blah blah. Like they were like I kind of wanted them to be like definitely very like muscular, but I don't know if they were short. Maybe just they were either tall or average sized. So like maybe just like elves on steroids, you know? I did. I really wanted muscular men of the mountains. I mean, who doesn't, you know? Okay, info to put into the GDoc. Places. Magic. Places. Pix channel. Wait, what are they? I heard muscular men in the mountains, please explain. Oh, book. So the dwarves, so in my head, the dwarves of this world were not like your traditional dwarves, like your stereotypical dwarves where you're like short with a beard stuck in a mine. No, 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 no. These were like big, burly mountain men that were like getting shit done up in the mountains and the mines. Like very tall, either like regular human sized or taller. But like, hold on. So, like, maybe, like, think of, like, Vikings, but, like, yeah, yeah. Like, big, hot Viking men, that's, yeah, those are the dwarves in this world. Just big, magical lumberjacks? Yes. Actually, no, like, I would say that they were probably taller than humans. Like, they weren't giants, but they were, like, definitely way bigger than humans and like much more muscular. Like yeah, basically like Goliath. Or just big burly mountain men getting things done. I have to give something for the ladies, you know? Like we've got these pretty elves and like these hot dragon knight ladies, and then we gotta get something for like, you know, the straight ladies instead of just the, you know, bi panic. Can't just have bi panic all the time. I mean, you could, but that would be a little self-serving, and I want to have something for everybody. Stalking Goliath. Well, but like, let's not pretend all the boba gods aren't for you. I mean, the boba gods are definitely for me. Yeah. I love my standard. Yeah, that's why I was like, I do, but I don't like. That's why like maybe they vary in size. I like the thought of them being like very tall, very, very large mountain men. Look, one of my love languages is acts of service. My shriveled depression brain thanks you for the dopamine. Well, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. This story, half of it, like, so my plan for this world is like I want chat to take off with half of it, and then I get to write my other half. Like I get to actually write the story that I had planned on writing, because I'm going to do that eventually. But I also want chat to like write their own story. No. That's not. I mean, whatever. I just want this to be like a, because I don't have that server world set up that I wanted to make yet. So this is like a, I guess, a test run for it, if you will. I mean, in a sense, this could also be incorporated into the server world. So, um, we're gonna play around, and it's gonna be a thing, and we're gonna see where it goes. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll think about because the dwarves aren't a goddess chosen race, so like they didn't have magic. The humans don't have magic. The demons, I'm not sure what those are yet, other than they're probably some sort of like elf-derived species, maybe. I don't know, or like a demon, maybe they're demon. I think is what maybe I had in mind. So Fey folk, their blood is so diluted that their magic is glamour rather than any substantial power. But I mean, you still have dwelves. Oops. So dwelves are basically, actually, you know what? No. I had an idea. So the dwarves, stereotypical dwarves. The dwelves are vary in height from short and stocky to tall Goliath. See? There we go. It's a win-win. So these tall, muscly, very large mountain men can still exist in this world. Muska's either having an aneurysm or a cat came to visit. Which one is it? I am assuming the cat girl has come to visit us, engracing us with her presence. Both is good. Moose, remember the shrimper way. Varying height from short Goliath. Some still retain rugged. Oops. Looks from dwarven forefathers, while others have the delicate and tea of elves. I heard dwellers, and I thought those that dwell below, and picture short like dwarves, and the mountain ones are tall because gravity in space. Well, no. So the dwelves basically, so the dwarves in history got it on a little too much with the elves, and because I mean elves are probably really hot, and why not? And so there are no more dwarves. They have been bred out of existence, and so now you have these dwelves that are a cross between a dwarf and an elf, and probably pretty 24 pixels. I'm just looking. Being tiny gets you into crevices and tall gets you climbing trees, but I mean there's no trees in the mountains that are here. I mean, there's definitely, I think there's going to be both, like, shorter, stocky dwelves and, like, taller, much beefier, dwelves. Okay, like, let me go back to because I was in the middle of some, places, magic, races, actually. So, characters. Then how do he build a log cabin love nest? It probably import, like, I imagine that they have, like, I don't know if you've seen any of, like, like, the natives in, like, the southern states used to build their houses into, like, near the Grand Canyon and stuff, into the side of cliffs. And I've been to some of them, and those are super cool. And I'm like, I kind of think that they would do that. And then because then it's like it's a fortress in the side of a fucking cliff. So that's how I imagine that they probably live. Is like they've built like this city. They probably built this city in like maybe up in here or in here. Maybe some of them even went out so far as to go to the desert. Maybe they've made their way to the desert. But yeah, I would imagine that there's like somewhere in this mountain range is a Dwelvan stronghold. Yeah, he carver, he strong man. I mean, because how are they going to get those ores and all that stuff? They probably trade, like, precious metals and stones and whatnot for, like, the timber and whatnot. And probably, like, a bunch of other stuff. I imagine they probably have water from, like, springs that probably happen in this mountain range. But, I guess we'll find out as we're adventuring, won't we? See, now book is all about going to venture and visit the Dwelves. Actually, I would imagine that the Dwelves probably have some, like, Amazonian, like, ladies. Like, big, like, muscular... See, I'm gonna put that in there because I actually like that idea a lot. Let's see. Get another freeload? No! Another free labor attack. Yeah, cliff fortresses are pretty OP, which is I just really like the idea. I have like in more than one of my story I have like I have done cliff fortresses and I actually very much or like at least like places in like built into the side of a cliff, because I have one in like one of the first novels I finished the first novel in a series has a very pivotal place like built into the side of a cliff. So it's super hard to attack, but the only way is to go through tunnel. Yeah, basically. But I feel like that makes sense for dwarves. Like, to be fair, the Atmos Dominion would also be very difficult to attack, especially since they're the only ones that have the airships at this moment in history. None of the other places in this world have airships that we know of. That's how Darkspawn got the dwarves in dungeon. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and this is shit. This one doesn't have a name because I keep forgetting to name it. I think this is where we start actually. I mean, in this world, none of the areas, the races or anything really share their text, so um that's not unusual for this world. Oh my goodness, pupper. I'm gonna have to feed my pupper soon. Um, yeah, this is the outline that I will be working with when I write my story, but I'm not going to give it to you because you don't need to work with it. Oops. Down with the elves. Okay, I see that Moosk is an elf racist. So Moosk already starting out with the hatred and the prejudice. Well, we don't have high elves here. They're not like the elves here aren't like they're not like that. Like not really. The elves here, I kind of liken them to like maybe wood elves more like, you know. We don't have high elves, we just have elves that live high. Technically they would be air elves. They would be sky elves. Okay, maybe this is not where... Okay, so this is Grayshore Port. I think Rock Meadow Outpost. Where the story begins. Yeah, so that's where I think that's where the story begins, is Rock Meadow Outpost. Because I think that's where Vivia is supposed to be. I mean, their magic actually the biggest magic in this world is the dragon magic. So the elves don't actually even have the biggest magic. Um, the dragons will fuck shit up, but that's basically who we are. That's who we are portraying, basically. If I remember right, the dragons are basically the most prolific. Um, Actually, I don't even remember. I'd have to go back into my notes to see. Um, at this point in the world, there is a tenuous peace. Like, there's no wars yet, but one of these, I think it's Wild Spell. It's either Wild Spell or Starhold. One of these two places is stealing mages from all over, basically in an attempt to start a war. Then this is happening in my version of the story, but like when I get the everything set up for you guys, that might not even come into effect. So we'll see what chat does. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of shit to like play with. So I'll be like, so you'll get the premise and the plot set up. I guess I'm going to move with dragons and take my dog in before the elves fucking the dragon. No. The elves definitely have fucked the dragons. So they end up half dragons. There are plenty of half dragons. There are also plenty of fae folk, fae folk are the offspring of fae and whoever. Like, there's definitely inbreeding everywhere. I would assume that there's not too much. Because the dragons are pretty secular. They're like, no, we have family blood, bitches, and we're gonna keep that at all costs. So actually, the dragons are the high elves in this story. Like, the dragons are kind of assholes, a little bit. I literally just noticed this. Yeah, I actually set this up so that the dragons are the assholes. Yeah, I didn't even, yeah, rip. Well, let's see. Like, the once tiny but mighty dwarves. I guess I gotta kill everyone. Well, we'll see. We haven't gotten that far yet. Oh, Pupper, hi. Oh, puppy. Oh, my baby. I have a puppy here who bathes in me. She says it's the hunger food time. Is it the hunger food time? Yeah, are we hungry? PNG for when she's mauling you. I know, right? I should make a Sylvana pupper PNG. And that way I can just like switch to it whenever she comes over here. I'll just put her head on the screen. You got some bad breath, dog. Let me see your teefies. Why you got bad breath? Oh, burp. Gross. Okay. What time is it? 6:27. In 2 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream, I think. Because I said I was going to do it at 6, and then I just didn't. If you stat it, they will kill it. You're not wrong. So, let's see. So this is the stuff. I might actually work on this a little bit like later tonight and see if I can get things like set up. I still need to write an announcement for the Discord so that I can tell everybody what we're doing and explain the rules. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plot and water it down a lot more so that we're not working with so much. Like, you have basically... you basically have, like, a base of what you have to do. And then we'll figure out how we do it. Sylvana, the KLP, and G, or in the magical tech world. Everything she barks. Every time she barks, a PNG dog jumps up from the bottom of the screen. I would love that. If I had the ability to do that, that would be hysterical, and I would do it in a heartbeat. Okay, I'm gonna start looking for someone to raid. Oh no, this is gonna be loud. Thank you, Moose. Let's see. Who is on? What kind of stream do we want to raid today? Do we want to raid a drawing stream or like a gaming stream? Good night, book. Let's rate this person, because they're not even a, It just told you. I'm gonna raid this artist because they don't even have affiliate, and I think they might appreciate it. So. And they only have one person, so we're gonna raid this person, and then I'm gonna go get some stuff done because I have to work on all the things. And I should be making a Discord announcement a little later about NaNoWriMo. So we'll have that NaNoWriMo announcement. Also, like a art tutorial suggestion request. I'm gonna bring up the Twitch clip rewards, which I guess you're just gonna have to. You'll just have to read about because we had mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, and then yeah. So I hope all of you guys have a good night and sleep well when you go to sleep or when you wake up or whatever. Let's go read this person and have a good night.